Berlin is an amazing travel destination, and here are our top 10 things to do in Berlin for first-time visitors. Isn't Berlin one of the first places that comes to mind when you think of Germany? Berlin is not only the capital of this charming country, but it is also a wonderland. There are many wonderful things to do in Berlin, a sight that will not disappoint you because of the city's many highlights. This wonderful historic city offers a variety of activities, must-see attractions, and some of Europe's most historic landmarks. Walking through the streets of the city and checking out each of the beautiful attractions either transports you to the past or transports you to a spectacular scenery where the past and present collide. Interested? We've compiled a list of the most interesting places to visit in Berlin. Top things to do in Berlin for the first time. Number 1. Pay a visit to the East Side Gallery, former section of the Berlin Wall. The infamous open-air gallery of murals, along with the remaining Berlin Wall, is centrally located on the east side of Berlin. It stretches for over 4,000 feet and contains some of Europe's most famous murals. The Berlin Wall fell in 1989, the year I was born, and the art was created to symbolise the monumental changes that were taking place in Berlin. Some of the graffiti drawings are rather remarkable, but the most well known is "My God, help me to survive this deadly love," which shows Soviet politician Leonid Brezhnev kissing GDR leader Erich Honecker, and Berlin Wall Trabant, which depicts a classic East German Trabant breaking over the wall. Berlin is a city that does not forget its recent history. The surviving portion of the wall are now a permanent feature of Berlin. And the East Side Gallery is one of the city's most iconic features. It's an absolute must-see. It's a must-see for your first visit to Berlin because, like everything else, history is an integral part of the experience. Number 2. Brandenburg Gate, Pariser Platz, 10117 Berlin, Germany. This historic gate is a neoclassic structure built in Berlin in the 18th century under the orders of the Prussian king Frederick William II, after the order was temporarily restored during the Batavian Revolution. The Brandenburg Gate is one of Germany's most famous landmarks. It was built on the site of an earlier city gate that served as a landmark for the start of the road leading from Berlin to Brandenburg, a de Havel. This town served as the Margraviat of Brandenburg's capital. It is located in the Mitte district of Berlin, at the intersection of Unter den Linden and Eberstraße, just west of Pariser Platz. A block to the north is the Reichstag building, which houses the Bundestag, German parliament. When the Berlin Wall fell during the 1989 revolution, the gate became a symbol of freedom and the need to unite Berlin. On November 9th, 1989, thousands of people gathered to celebrate the fall of the Berlin Wall. It is now regarded not only as a symbol of the turbulent history that Germany and Europe share, but also of European unity and harmony. Number 3. Stroll down the East Side Gallery. When the Berlin Wall fell, a massive section of it remained standing, and artists were invited to paint a section of it representing hope and violence. With 105 paintings by artists from all over the world, the East Side Gallery is now one of Berlin's best outdoor art exhibits. The majority of the work are political in nature, and some of the paintings moved me greatly. Along with the length of the wall, signs provide information about the wall, artwork and history. The East Side Gallery is Berlin Wall's longest preserved portion. It was the first section of the Berlin Wall to be designated as an official monument far back in 1990, before Germany was even reunified. The strategy was to transform a place of dread, division and terror into one of optimism. Artists from all over the globe were invited to create murals on the wall's eastern side. Prior to the fall of the Berlin Wall, only the western side was covered in graffiti. West Berliners had the freedom to stroll right up to the Berlin Wall if they so desired, whereas East Berliners could technically do the same. However, stepping up to the Berlin Wall was an excellent method to inform the secret police that you were about to flee to West Berlin. Graffiti in the Berlin Wall was thus a really foolish thing to do in East Berlin. Berliner Verstreckturm, Panoramastraße 1A, 10178 Berlin, Germany. Verstreckturm, Berlin, is a television tower in the heart of Berlin. It is typically located in Mitte's Marienventel, near the Alexanderplatz. The German Democrat Republic, East Germany government, built the tower between 1965 and 1969. It was intended to represent both the city and communist power. It is still regarded as a landmark. visible from the entire central district of Berlin, as well as several Berlin suburbs. The tower is 368 meters tall, including the antennae, making it the tallest structure in Germany and the third tallest in the European Union. The Berlin Television Tower is 220 meters taller than the old Berlin Radio Tower, which was built in the 1920s and is located in the city's western outskirts. In addition to housing multiple television and radio stations, the structure, also known as Vermeldetrum 32, serves as a viewing tower. Number 5. Stroll over to the Berlin Cathedral Dome. The beautiful Berlin Cathedral, also known as the Berliner Dome, is located on Museum Island, just a short walk from the TV tower. This architectural marvel and Protestant church is a must-see in Berlin. It's one of the city's most photographed structures. Originally built in 1905, it was damaged during World War II and rebuilt in the early 1990s. Number 6. Visit the Jewish History Museum. In Germany, Jews had a long and difficult journey. Despite being heavily discriminated against, they were a significant part of the population. This museum chronicles the arrival of Jews in Germany, their contribution, and the hardships that they faced. It does not go into great detail about the Holocaust because there is a fantastic separate museum for that. This, like all museums in Germany, is enormous and will take several hours to fully explore. Number 7. Go to the Berlin Zoo. The Berlin Zoo is a fantastic attraction in Berlin. Whether you go with your family or on your own, it is Europe's most visited zoo, and the regular animal feedings are especially popular. Bio, the panda that lived in my favourite habitat. Above all, I value the zoo's ongoing research, education, and endangered species protection. Hang out in Trepp Tower Park. This park is located in Berlin's eastern outskirt, near an old abandoned amusement park, which you can also visit. It's a popular spot for biking, and there are a few beer gardens nearby, as well as a small island with a weekend flea market. Renting boats and canoes to cruise down the Spree River is also an option. It's my favourite local park. The Inselgarten Beer Garden is not to be missed with its massive bar swings and random tango classes. Number 9. Loosen up in Tempelhof Field. This park, located in the city's southern outskirts, was the site of the old airport used during the Berlin airlift after World War II. When the Soviets attempted to blockade Berlin, the airport finally closed in 2008, but the park contains many plaques and information about the old airport. You can also take English language guided tours of the buildings to go even deeper and see the insides for yourself. The large park itself is popular amongst Berliners, with many people running, working out, cycling, skateboarding, rollerblading, and flying kites here. People take over the barbecue pits during the summer, and 3 park entrances are open from dawn to dusk. Number 10. Hang out in Tiergarten. Berlin's Central Park is a great place to relax, walk, bike, and hang out. It is, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful city parks in Europe. Tiergarten, which was founded in 1527 as a private hunting ground for Germany's ruling class, opened to the public for the first time in 1740. While the park was severely damaged during World War II, it has since been restored and now covers 520 acres. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like, comment and share. Thank you for watching.